Imagine turning on a football match for the very first time. 22 players are running around the field. One player never leaves the goal. Some barely touch the ball. Others seem to control everything. And somehow, every single one of them has a completely different job. But here's the crazy part. A football team can look like 11 people chasing a ball, yet the best teams in the world operate more like a military unit where every position has a purpose. So if you've ever wondered what all those players are actually doing out there, this video will make football finally make sense. By the end, you'll understand every position on the field and why some of them are far more important than most people realize. Let's start with the easiest one. The goalkeeper. This is the player standing in front of the goal. They're the only player allowed to use their hands, but only inside their own penalty area. Think of them as the last line of defense. If every other player fails, the goalkeeper is the final obstacle between the opponent and a goal. And here's something surprising. The best goalkeepers don't just stop shots. They often start attacks. Modern goalkeepers can pass the ball so well that some teams use them almost like an extra defender. So while everyone notices the spectacular saves, the smartest goalkeepers are often helping their team before danger even begins. Now let's move one step forward. The defenders. Their main job is simple: stop the other team from scoring. But not all defenders do the same thing. In the center, you have center backs. These are usually the strongest and tallest players on the team. They battle attackers, block shots, win headers, and protect the area in front of the goalkeeper. Imagine them as the security guards of the team. If attackers want to reach the goal, they have to get past these players first. And that's not easy. Some center backs become legends without scoring many goals at all. That's how important defending can be. On the sides, you have fullbacks, the left back and the right back. Years ago, their job was mostly defending. Today, they're expected to run almost the entire length of the field. 1 minute, they're stopping an attack. 30 seconds later, they're helping create one. It's one of the most physically demanding positions in football, and some fullbacks cover more distance in a game than almost anyone else. Now things get interesting. Let's talk about midfielders. If football teams had engines, midfielders would be them. These players operate in the middle of the field. They're constantly involved in everything: attacking, defending, passing, controlling the pace. A great midfielder can completely change a game without casual viewers even noticing. There are different types of midfielders. Defensive midfielders sit deeper and protect the defense. Think of them as bodyguards for the defenders. Their job is often to stop dangerous attacks before they even start. Then there are central midfielders. These players connect everything together. They're the bridge between defense and attack. Without them, teams often look disconnected and chaotic. And then you have attacking midfielders. These are usually the creative players, the artists, the playmakers. They look for openings nobody else sees. One clever pass can eliminate an entire defense. And here's a fascinating fact. Some of the greatest football players ever weren't the fastest, strongest, or tallest. They simply saw the game differently than everyone else. Now let's move to the players everybody notices. The forwards. Their primary mission? Score goals. Lots of them. The most famous forward position is the striker. This player usually stays closest to the opponent's goal. Their entire job revolves around finding chances and putting the ball in the net. Sounds simple? It's not. The best strikers can disappear for 80 minutes and then score with their only chance of the game. That's why they're often among the most valuable players in the world. But football has another exciting type of attacker. The winger. These players usually operate near the sidelines. They're often fast. Very fast. Their job is to stretch defenses, beat opponents one-on-one, and create scoring opportunities. If a striker is the finisher, the winger is often the creator. And some of football's biggest superstars built their careers terrifying defenders from these wide positions. Now here's where many beginners get confused. If every player has a position, do they just stay there all game? Not even close. Modern football is constantly moving. Players switch places. Defenders join attacks. Forwards help defend. Midfielders seem to appear everywhere at once. The positions are more like starting responsibilities than fixed locations. It's a little like a movie cast. Everyone has a role. But the best performances happen when everyone works together. And that's what makes football so fascinating. A goalkeeper can't win alone. A striker can't score without support. A defender can't stop every attack by himself. Every position depends on the others. When all 11 players understand their roles, football becomes something beautiful to watch. So the next time you turn on a match, you'll know exactly what you're looking at. The goalkeeper protects. The defenders secure. The midfielders control. The forwards attack. And together, they create the world's most popular sport. Because football isn't just about scoring goals. It's about 11 different jobs working perfectly together. If this video helped football finally make sense, make sure to subscribe. And before the next World Cup arrives, you'll be able to watch every match like someone who's been following the sport for years.